the Pagemaster. Now, this started at around 9, but I'm noticing as the messages are coming in, this actually ties into a couple other readings that have already been done. You may need to go back through and reflect on some with the Hangman. I stopped it at 12. Now, to clarify this whole reading, I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot because there's something we need to see through when it comes to this light, okay? One of the main energies that came out is the Tower in the light position. So I want to see through this, though, so we can see what the fuck's going on. Now, the theme for this is whatever you imagine. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but you should watch it. It's beautiful, and I'm going to try to not cry because this is butterflies are a huge, I've been finding butterfly charms all over my house. It's crazy. So here, I'm going to read to you some of the notes, okay? So you are a page master, a message master, a post master. This could also be something new because in tarot pages bring messages or in something new, okay? Something about your world being more colorful. Something is partially good or like a demigod. And then here's that energy of the eel and specifically the electric eel. We have delivering, shops, hacking, cloudy, chains and DNA, repair, horror, fantasy, adventure. I don't even know if it's in any particular order. So for the electric eel, 860 volts. They were actually one of the reasons how we invented the electric battery. They're actually more related to a catfish than a regular eel. This is what I've looked up. So if I'm wrong, fucking correct me, okay? This is what I looked up. They have poor vision and they are nocturnal. Remember, Maui buries the eel, and that's where coconut trees come from. And then I heard Alanis Morissette's song, Hand in My Pocket. I can't remember what the name of the song is, but what she says from that whole song, this is what I'm getting. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful. That's really good. We're missing the 6, and it makes me think of, when someone's got your 6, right? They got your back. But so maybe, I don't know, we'll get to it, but we have a lot of 6s here. And then a group may turn on their leader. This leader has slaves or prisoners, indentured servants, and the crew is actually starting to realize. Now for the main energies for the postmaster, I said postmaster again. It's Pagemaster, but, the Tower and the Light aspect and the Fool. And I just feel like maybe this hasn't happened yet, and that's why it's in the shadow. You don't see or hear it coming in. And then from the Heaven and Hell, we have number 37. You know about that number. If you don't, look it up. Breaking the cycle, and then fraud and misinterpretations. And as I lay these down, the breaking the cycle is on the Tower side, which is this is what we would call a good tower. I don't know. I think all towers are good, but whatever. And then the fraud and misinterpretations is the Fool in the shadow aspect, covering the ears. So maybe there's some kind of misinterpretation, or maybe something you don't want to hear. Okay. Also, there is some kind of, let me show you these cards I have, okay? There's one. There's 2. And there's 3. Do you see? They're like all high priestesses. And like yeah, you see that? This might be 2 parts, I'm not sure. But in the Pagemaster, he's in the library and he discovers these wonderful books, okay? He's in this crazy labyrinth style library, okay? And anyway, so at the end, he meets the Pagemaster. They get to meet the Pagemaster. The books are like bowing to him. Oh, boy's like, no. Do you know what I have been through to even get here? And the Pagemaster is telling him, well, but you're here. But did you die? That's pretty much what the Pagemaster's telling him. He's like, he's pretty much saying, you built up character, you learned lessons, you had to go through these things You had to go through the horror. You had to go through the fantasy. You had to go through the adventure. You had to go through those things. That's the point of it. Let's pull cards. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What you love loves you. Maybe you're going to get a new friend. I don't know. So maybe this pain here, this wounded healer, it's giving like the divine mother, though, you know, and then next to that is, this is 15, so it's a 6, and then this is a 6. This is divine lineage, you know, so I'm getting that there's a reason. You're going to find out, but there's a reason why things have gone the way they have gone. I asked, 10 of Pentacles, like I said, divine lineage, there's some kind of knowledge, and tree houses are a thing. So there's some kind of knowledge that you have that's going to be passed down to your family. I don't think this is going to be something that stays like hidden. Like, I think it's going to be, it's going to be, people will know about this. Switching from that though, I feel like someone's been really waiting for something, and I feel like someone's been very patient, you know, with the 7 of Pentacles here. I asked, what is the energy behind this tower? And they gave me Ace of Wands. Okay, so, and I think it's something that you knew this whole time, something you prayed for, something you wanted to bring forth. 10 of Cups and Ace of Swords with Judgment here. What? Now, also in the Pagemaster, the exit is a fucking tower of books, okay? And they're climbing, they're scaling this fucking tower to get to the exit. There's a dragon that shows up. There's a beanstalk growing out the dragon's mouth. Oh boy's riding the fucking beanstalk, trying to grab his little friends to come with him. So for Sun, because we have the card 1, Sun, Spirit. So this is your soul. And I'm asking, well, what's this about? And it gives me the Hierophant, which is totally, but you see the ladder? And then, you know, for divine lineage, I see you going back and forth on something, or going between earthly things and unseen things, okay? And I see you climbing the ladder. You see you're choosing the one with the ladder. You want to go up the Hierophant's ladder, Jacob's ladder, right? You want to get up there. You want to know the truth. You want to know the secrets. And you want to pass these things along, okay? Hold on. I'm trying to ask Spirit what this tower and Ace of Wands is. And I'm like, what is this, Spirit? What is it? What the fuck? There's some serious baggage and some serious bullshit that you're putting down, and in doing so has made you this master. Okay, so instead of, there's just something that it's like the master of communication. Okay, the master of messages, yes. And I'm talking all around, because this is spiritual or ethereal. I can't talk today. So this is the unseen part, and this is the grounded part, the 3D part. Okay. So you going between those two worlds it's what you do now. Okay. I'm seeing so much heartbreak, and that's one of the things the little boy talks about. There's so much heartbreak here, but it is for a reason. I promise it's for a reason. Hold on. This is a rough message, because there's so much goodness here, but there's so much pain here. And I'm not going to lie, I've been crying almost all morning while this has been coming in, and I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is, but I'm going to redo this, but I'm going to see if I can pull anything else, because this is just sad. Hold on. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, all this lack, this sadness, this pain, it just keeps coming through, and it won't even... I can't get anything else to come through. So, hang on. The Tower hasn't hit yet. I have Lust at the bottom of the deck. It came out again. So now I'm back to the beginning. I have a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups and an Ace of Cups. But I have a 7 of Cups. And this is not a good 7 of Cups. You see? But this Tower's going to fall. Hang on. I asked what causes the Tower to fall. And I have Strength here. That's the Empress in Strength. And then I have the Empress. 8 of Wands, so some kind of quick action, quick communication, Judgment, and then 9 of Swords. Maybe you're meant to see the power in your pain. It might be a lesson for you. I have Lust, 2 of Cups, and 8 of Swords interference.